Hi. Wow, I looked upset about that. 7 stream streak. You're catching up to my stream streak on you. Actually, I think you passed it out. Oh wait, I just realized I have the dark thing on. What on? Hi, how's everyone doing? Sorry, distractions. Now I'm bright. Music is, and now you can't even hear the music. Chat, how's everyone doing? Hi, yellow bacon. Don't say it, or I'll have to ban it. And hi Juliet, and hi Ariomi, and hi Caratrice, and hi. I see who can't be here right now. The person who wanted to see the stream most. I had to put chat past. Oh, actually, it's fine for now. The chat will be fixed one day where I can put it over the actual chat box, but for now, it's basically invisible if I do that. So that's a future problem. Yeah. Hi everyone. How's everyone doing? Been a while. It will continue to be a while. One day I'll have a good coherent system. Might stream more tomorrow as well, just in advance, and maybe even the day after. Who knows? That's again future problems though. For now, paperwork, because normally it's followed up with a certain response that would not be ideal to read on chat or on stream for that matter. Going by the last Marvel Rivals session, but at the same time, probably fine. Didn't do it. Yes. Also, I realized I think I have a bunch of DMs to catch up on. I will do it all after stream. I'm running kind of late today, all over the place as per usual. You have to get paperwork done. My condolences. That's no one deserves that. No one should do paperwork ever. Just unless it's art, that's technically allowed. But yeah, enough about me. More about you guys if you have anything to say. Otherwise, got it. 1298 Nimpre. Twillig. Why is this so? Told it not to read. I have to fix it. So we're just gonna cope. But yeah, today more Alan Wake. If it wasn't at all advertised, even slightly. I forget where we left off entirely, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Definitely won't be a danger. I definitely shouldn't have everything sorted out in advance. But that's there. And pause. And there. Yeah, that's probably right. Close enough. Right. I think that's it. Wow, I'm really bad at this. Oh, so yeah. Hoping it to tell us what we did last so I can remember vaguely at all. Team Cloud, perfect.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her!
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well,
Hi, Juliet.
I'll show you her trailer.
Thanks for the alert.
That Rose, she's a nice
good
girl.
luck with getting all that
Always
sorted out.
pays her
and
rent
have some
on
good-
time.
As I was saying, Al,
Also gonna make my guy a little bit, just a little bit short. Gonna yap. Can't stop me.
all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
meant to be walking this whole time.
Anyway,
Oh, never mind.
there was an island
There
there
was never a
owned by
rush.
a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
And if he's wearing that much shorts, you may as well just commit to the trousers. I mean, like, what are you proving? This statement. It's a statement of length of shorts. Also, why don't you have a walking stick? You require one. Why is the front of your hair and the back of your hair? Is that the wig?
How about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift
I've been
something
focusing
like
on the wrong
that.
thing.
We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Gates locked and I'm incapable, simply incapable of jumping over it. It is truly a master's statement in security.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron
Nick
Lake
Jagger's
just a week
relative?
earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady?
Like,
She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or
just
anything.
like
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
break down. This must be really tough on a second playthrough. Just this bit, because you're just waiting for this guy to go everywhere. I'm currently waiting for this guy to go everywhere. And he stops if you go to dark times.
Well,
Dark
mister,
Times Vescourt
this
mission.
here's Rose's trailer.
I'm aware.
You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
We're here to rob her house. Thanks for bringing us directly to it. He's there. What? I can see her there. There's no walking.
Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh yes. Yes. Please come in.
That's what I sound like when I think I'm doing acting. I know she's doing it.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
Just decaf. That's just how you used to use the coffee.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Write himself into some floodlights. Be pretty strong power.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
On the wake, the sudden stop and a bunch of headshots. What I assume is a counterpart.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
I'm gonna take this drug flask. You don't mind, right?
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials?
I have to attack her as a ghost.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Guess I need a car. What does it say?
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Why does he know her normal bedtime?
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBS.
Here to callers and I don't like standing still. Serious condition of mind. Must be on the moon. Hey there, you didn't go and call the police, did you?
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
Hemingway.
What are you? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on.
It's me, a guy from the 1940s. We just want to talk, Mr. Wake. Oh my god. Oh right, actually, interesting. Mr. Alan Wake did not really feel like getting into a light jog today. He would not go any faster than his current speed. The truth of it was, okay, I actually forgot. Print button, what I thought.
There! Freeze!
What if I didn't freeze and you somehow landed shots?
Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
You seen me?
Oh, damn.
Man out! Stop!
He ducked it. I'm following the most obvious path. Alright. They gave up on me pretty fast. And fall and plie.
God! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
And a glowing piece of paper.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
We're getting into Trippy Land. Looking off for your coffee. Or deliver me a car. Okay.
Come in, Agent Nightingale. This is Sheriff Breaker. Over.
Hey, don't mind me falling tree. I'm just here to really get a sheet and be on my way again.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Then Rose blocked her ears and heard the old lady again. Safe from all future problems.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
I assume I'm a fugitive just for running from the FBI, but they did sort of actively sound like they were going to shoot regardless. Quite possible in America from what I hear. I wouldn't pass it.
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way. Over here.
Those guys are dead. This stuff from Raspberry. They say it's gonna break. Hiking trail.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Crazy amount of time. I hope you're not spending all your important. But how you doing? Thank you very much for your subscription. For the same duration of subscription. I haven't actually heard from you in a while. Working on stuff. Just gonna work. Wow. Whisper is crazy delayed, so we'll start that real quick. I don't know why it's so delayed. But hopefully it's... You working on like job related stuff, or are you still hunting? And then perfectly wrong. Basically just...
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's no one around.
Get him, girls. Dude. Soon you'll be free of the uni stuff. Then you will be the schooler. so I have the crows on my side. I'm basically like a flying version. Just did they live? The sensitivity, and this is something else. Okay, don't actually spot hunting. I guess I'm just a gas station.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. Jake, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk. Hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about it. You know what I mean? Over.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Luckily, I had the moon as
There was no power to the searchlight.
there was a coffee thermos on top of a rock. My 25th coffee thermos ever. I pushed a button, and then I revved an engine. With our powers combined, we had a basic descriptor for what was happening in a particular scenario. Had to suddenly end the light at the gate. Would I be able to do it in time?
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
I guess I was actually correct about my mechanic all along. I had removed the shadows from the gate, and now I could proceed forward. I in fact also removed the gate, impressively enough, which wasn't a shadow, but somehow still got eviscerated. Chapter 5. Passing the gate. I could be bald. You don't know my story. This could be a wig. It's not, but it could be. Let me see. Do I have that toggle on? Oops. Alright, I don't have it equipped. You're safe. Also, hi, policeman Wink. How are you? How's ranked rivals going, I assume? The spooky gate convinced me it was maintaining spookiness. I could not simply proceed through. Too old for it? Weird. I haven't played it myself, actually, to be honest. I've been actually mainly playing Electro. Oddly addictive.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
I wasn't curious about how the police car got flipped nowhere near a road. Guess I won't let Baker know that this car is totaled. But it doesn't matter. Be based. That's oops. We're not gonna talk about that one. That one didn't happen. What is dodge? Got me, coach. Axe miss me because he's so blown. Oh, that's dodge. Okay, I'm glad I figured it out in time. They don't want to attack me. They're my best friend. I mean, look at them. One's a park ranger. He only has my best interests at heart. Have you played this game before? Or any of the Alan Wake games? Flashbang, 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 flashbang.
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Big ruckus? Say it ain't so.
What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, helicopters.
Almost like they're after some sort of fugitive or something. Luckily, it's not me, because I would never be me. I'm so skilled and powerful and skilled. Look at you, you're but a man now with an axe. Not even an axe, it's a trowel. Yeah, why is anyone afraid of dark? Why is it like this? No one should be. Just bring flashbangs. They're the known cure to everything. Flashbang. Oh, I think he caught that in his teeth. Ouch. Eastman, I don't know if you're still there, but I recall you telling me about a game that you said I should play, and I forget what the game is called. I know that I own it, I just forget what it's called. It was a horror game of some kind anyway. The generator was located inside, along with some torches, a few flares, and a battery. I started the generator by pushing A. Ours was green as well as what everyone wanted. Trust no one in the dark, but I'm in the dark right now. Did I not trust me? Good dear. Alan Wake ran through the woods, considering his life choices. What if I just became a barber instead? The darkness wouldn't chase me then, surely. What if I actually just stocked up on like 5,000 flashbangs? I'd kind of be immortal then. Or invincible, I guess, not immortal. That regard. Here. Stuff. Almost like there's some kind of forest. Freezing. I'm glad shadows have ragdoll effects. I think it adds to them. Alright, we're proceeding.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
And by lend me a car, I meant steal the car when they're not looking.
Well, I just don't see why the cops bothered with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Wow, 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Why's your door set to a buzzer?
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Like worst dead guy ever.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off
H.P.
so many
Lovecraft would be
cliffs
totally
it was
different.
ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
One for me, one for me. What? So good at turning generators. Such a tricky mechanic pushing in. I received a revolver just casually left from me randomly underneath the lamp. The revolver was not good at breaking boxes, but I now remember that. I proceeded further downhill. And what I found would shock you. More forest and shadows. Robocop recently. I'm used to the menacing walk forward style now.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Luckily, someone like me was here to use them. The darkness controls the Taken. Does anyone truly control Liam Neeson? That one guy who was in the movie Taken. Very funny. Very funny. Money and water's fine. Taken and killed with a flashbang. Apparently that's an achievement. Powerful. We should train deep. Why do I keep encountering these cams? It with thermos. A note left in the gate. I'm sure it says do not cross and not like an entire scripture or something. That'd be crazy.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
That's not really an ID. Luckily, that monster won't come from me, right? Just the guy in the manuscript. Who's definitely not me. It's like a different guy. A different wig, a different talent. Probably the most dangerous one. Oh. I need molasses. Well, that could be anything. I'm rich with,
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Wonderland?
Alan, I'm so afraid. He keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
Cooperate with who? Me?
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Heavy breathing. That's not me.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
All right then.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Okay, so that's the way I meant to go. What was the yellow arrow about? It was always like the option there. Heavy breathing. Revolver. You're heavy breathing. You're also ghosts on top of the ever spooky darkness. Getting more. Oh, is it just a hitter with an ambush in the way? I think it's actually a good moral story. Shopping can pretty much solve all your problems. Keep pushing the wrong button to dodge. It's okay, I've rectified that now. Heavy breathing gone. Was really just so I'd go further into the house to bait those guys in. Where part is it? Alright. Just attack them later or something. Any arrows in the water? I don't think that was just send me to the lights there. Thing in the barrel. That thing on the roof. Right. I give it the old try. Book me itself later, I assume. Am I being stalked by it? That would make sense. Guess I'm stalked. Here comes the train. Train is bad for the infrastructure around it.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Army. Boss fight I've ever encountered. It's like, oh. Okay, I can't walk by that one. It was dark.
Some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
I have 3 flares though, I could really just think of doing that. Is it darkness was breathing down my neck? Is that meant to be like the theory for it?
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
So am I.
Some sort on the opposite shore.
I
hoped I could find a car from
there. Follow. I could pop a second flare. The reason I don't know why.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Those clouds taking over. What hit me there? Can't get me. I'm dodging, I'm juking. What? That is nonsense. Don't put me
Some
back
sort
in
on the
bridge.
opposite
Put me back
shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Should have saved the flashbangs, clearly. Kind of tired today. Bloody short. At least around.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
a manuscript.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
I look forward to encountering that in the future. Soon.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Yeah, right? Says me.
Did you call 911?
No, I didn't. Ah! Keep dodging like as the hit did. Wow, that was a perfect chord.
Come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Here's why a horror story is good. Here's what we're doing in our horror story.
Did you call 911?
Wave 2. He's coming from over there. Or not. Give me 5 barrels. Alright, push this one. Okay, close quarters actually makes it a bit more tricky. Like, harder to kite. Although I say that, I was getting blocked in pretty easily. In light, you can hurt them. But throw them at the sun.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least what would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
Rich, this isn't me, alright? This is it your game?
Oh, Mr. Driller, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory.
Watched a movie like this recently.
Be calm.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. Night Springs.
Needs to be freaky. Oh, bitch.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
It don't make sense. In the game, what was that? Air trap? Landing. I assumed it's landing. Euro. These heavy pros are driving it. See if it like takes a lot of damage in this type of stuff. Alright, I just can't. Yep. Second car section.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
Yearn for them.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. The drowning man would clutch at a straw. Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Which I actually was, but I was having trouble coming to terms with the fact that I'm wrong. I'll beak us out of the car. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'll have a quick check here over here. Get anything stuff. I robbed this whole new car. Actually can. Okay, that's very funny.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was... You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger.
Alright. So last night did happen at least, going for that radio guy. Not sure why I picked this car over the other one, but we're committing to it now. For some reason. Actually, I changed my mind. We're committing to that one. We can barely climb a hill. Alan Wake, Owen Carthy. What is the camera doing? Frank's best of it. Why is it like this? I am a good driver. However, I might be in a predicament. Remember where he parked. There is a driving now and then. This is the second time I've driven in the whole game. I played it for about, well, coming out to 5 or 6 hours. I hope I don't need that car again. That would be awkward.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity. All mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. And one of the many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. Doesn't look very protected. The evil dark demon thing constantly attacking it.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me.
Luckily, I brought my gun and
The
flashlight.
new sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time.
Most hope flag.
The bastard never showed up.
Almost like he was attacked or claimed or something. Never know.
Wait!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
What
I
happened?
want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah!
I'm gonna kill him.
So what happened in this game so far was
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
you're a writer. You were having to write. Right.
It was close, maybe closer than ever before.
So yeah, you had writer's block. You went on a vacation here with your wife. Turns out there's some sort of weird thing attacking you, and the only reason you're keeping sane is through your writing. So you're writing yourself out of all these scenarios. But in order to save your wife, you have to write yourself saving your wife, just sort of keeping you close enough to this thing called the darkness or something to be hunted. Yeah, honestly, outside of that, I'm not fully sure. Can I have? I hope they're not. Yeah, not urgent. That makes sense. Did something happen to his wife? His wife is kidnapped. Yeah, that was. I don't know if anything else has happened to her yet, or the game hasn't mentioned it. Like, she might be possessed by this darkness thing, for all I know. I just. That one hurt for some. I guess I should skedaddle after I read this
When
manuscript.
Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Ever been someone who's amused? I'm just gonna also connect it. Think. Yeah, I can't blink. I don't know what's wrong with it. Wish to blink. I Okay. Will not work? It's fine. You know what? I'll just keep my eyes open. Eyes peeled. Nothing shall get tricky. I think it's my glasses are interfering with the thing. Okay. Stop. My situational awareness is shocking. box makes sense. I literally didn't even see him, just heard the music. I thought the first thing was still the only active. Alright. What do I do about that? Alright? That's a whole cart. Kind of overkill. I guess I'll save the barrels. Ow. Let them check the corner. I've done my time. I think that guy. But I dodged. Anything else wish to get possessed? Maybe I might as well play the Phasmophobia. Same fight. What? Yeah, brace out there. And we're climbing. And we're opening. Flashbanging. I don't even know if the bullets do anything at all.
What the hell? The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Must mean a day-to-day basis, having to avoid electrocution. Why'd I phrase it? I am shit. Right, not that way. Not that way. I guess we're ramping in. right. Wouldn't it be nice for better writing? Actually, if he was a better writer, he could make better situations for people. Unless that's pretty much like the better you write, the harder it is for easier it is for Ghosty to get. What a combo! So powerful. I don't know if we're carrying him or do. Okay, it's not too bad. Casually gets out. Housekeeping. Strategy still always is from down system. We had an opening door sound, but no door was open. Vicious. thermos flask is left on a chair. Ominous. Follow. Pick up a sheet of paper.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Merely. Sorry, I have an addiction to checking. As per usual. Discord pings. Good. I think I'm being followed. Sentry out there, can't really blame it if I fell over it. Nice. That was a gate lever. Not life. That gate can never be closed.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Was made. Good question. I think it was like 2000, maybe earlier. Pretty long time ago though. Alan. That 2010. That actually was very close. Second game was made. Well, it's not the American Nightmare one. Going to song. It was for Xbox 360, I think it was for at the time. Luckily they stopped doing that. But I didn't play it originally. Yep. It kinda did. I mean, there are ones that probably look better than this, but on average, I like this idea. Apparently the second game actually looks much better though. But I haven't really played it, so don't know for sure. Definitely went for the more minimalist approach to UI though. I like that. That's more appreciated than too much information. Alright, it's not a demon crow. I can't light it on fire. It's a trash winning crow, I guess. There's no one in the dark. Torches. And boot up Fallout 3 and be like, Fallout 3 must be the furthest thing from photorealistic. Did they market it as photorealistic? That would be false advertisement, surely. Ah! sometimes you just want to flashbang about. Right, where am I going? Across the bridge. Actually, there's a game I do want to try out, and I might try that soon, or sooner than later. I think it's called Dispatch. Looks like a pretty good game. I was considering having a thing where I do like a 3-day stream, try 3 streams in a row per week, and then take the rest of the week to create and have a different game every day. So it'd be like Alan Wake Wednesday. There's no days beginning with D, so Dispatch Day, I guess.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Game wants me to go that way. Probably nothing over here, but I'm checking out. John. Oof, oof, oof. Nice not having to do enemies all the time, weirdly enough. That's a lot of guys. Hopefully they don't come to just one bottleneck there. No. I don't just, you know, that. There we go.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
It was IBS.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Settle down. Settle. Okay, the parry window for that is vastly different to when he actually attacks.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Engage at any stage here. How you working the light? precious lithium battery. Ah, checkpoint.
The place was dead, a ghost
Birds just
town.
exploded.
Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Remember repair. Yeah, doing good. Making progress. That's a beat. Checkpoint reach. You might get hit by a train. You just walk it off.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
But was it a camera he touched or like a weird hunting rifle? Night. Good climbing.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Sounds like the average comment section at Hams.
Birds.
Birds. Injured you on enter. And perfect. My cat has arisen. Now looking for a way to lie in front of the camera perfectly. Eat once. You VTuber, don't you, buddy? Yeah. Here goes, moving my microphone. Perfect. I have a setup. I've kind of had to break it all apart. I don't know who Alan is. What if I was actually named Alex this whole time? I'll go check. Gone. Gone.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Like most. Think about it, the headache is the warning.
Alice?
Alice!
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
They call him Alan and Alice, so they could have him picking up AA batteries for his flashlight the whole time. You're not going to the water. Alan Wake. Nobody.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Going that way then. Ah! You flanker. Right. On the road again. My cat's realizing I tricked him. He thought I was going out to give him food. I'll give you food shortly, but real soon. Gotta get out of his cave. You even check your bowl. Have your food in your bowl already. Think about that. No? No, you need me to go out there to show you there's food in your bowl already?
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
You're making my thing a PNG. we're climbing and turning and we almost fell to our death. Jumping, having some more. And we're flying to our death. Very quietly.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Climb and plier. My cat is sabotaging this so heavily. If many people got stuck in this, you reckon? You reckon? How long did it take you to PG? Have you gotten this far? Have you gotten past the thing that literally turns it for you, so you don't even have to actually aim it? I play this game, huh? You're fine, in fairness. But yeah, this puzzle is crazy. Basically like the same puzzles you get in Final Fantasy XIV. It's crazy. You interact with the thing and it gets solved for you. I guess the physics engines weren't quite there yet. Oh, it even gave me a shortcut. How generous and kind and generous is it? That's actually just the way down. The cat has now moved on from like just headbutting me to stabbing me. And then he gets what he wants. So yeah, I'll probably be wrapping up stream shortly anyway. Luckily the darkness didn't attack me in a cave that's more dark than anything else. It didn't take control of all the objects I used to climb. Luckily. Very luckily. My cat might be the darkness. He might be. They called you Saboteur. Reach Mirror Park lookout. Go upstairs, I guess, first, and we'll walk it from there. Three flares. And a whole sheet of paper. Ow, that's worth digressing for. Turning and we're sprinting. Cars are fine and safe for fun. I definitely didn't just fall out. Almost. game and thought I wasn't above cheese. That seemed like a pretty safe trip overall. Yeah, I got something to say.
Shit.
A hunting rifle. Hunting ammunition. A bird stunning enemy. That's classic hunt versus the demons of something. Shadow realm? Demons of a shadow realm. People know that. Cauldron Lake, the 8th deepest lake in the world. Cauldron Lake's Caldera Lake, formed in the volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even the underground activity was comparatively mild. Despite some property damage, there was no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in Bright Falls area, as well as a cultural central figure for many local folktales. Popular recreational area for the area residents. So everyone's smoking weed here. Ah, yeah. What a thrill. Sure, if I sprint this one, I'd be more likely to break, right? Actually, won't let me sprint right now. Probably why. My way. Literally bounced off me. Alright, walk it off. Almost jumped off a cliff. Oh, right, that makes more sense. I should turn around now and then. That was just left there. Reasons. I tried opening that one. They left. Didn't have to kick it down. This you, Tom. You write this? Tom. Here's you, Thomas Zane. Tom. I miss you, Tom. ENTL. You talked to me on TV. Tom. Hunting rifle ammo. Okay. Trooper. Dodge, please, no. Oh, I ended up in double daylight. Surprised. Did not know I had flirt for that. I couldn't shoot it in time. He took so long to take out his gun. Home stretch. Okay, this time I have the right gun out. Yeah, sure hope there's a nice strong foundation here. Never actually noticed the single time the gas is flying for this guy. There we go. We're hoping going the right way. Yellow Dot says I
could
should
see
be.
Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
What else could be out there? Fisherman with a torch? Possible.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Reddit it.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, leave. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him writing for us.
Well. That wound is getting infected. Like, very infected. Alan Wake. End of episode 3. So,
Oh my, what a wretched life. I was born on the day that my poor mama died. I was cut from her belly with a Stanley knife. My daddy did a jig with a drunk midwife. Who's that yonder all in flames, dragging behind him a sack of chains? Who's that yonder all in flames? Well, up jumped the devil and he staked his claim.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm haunted by the law.
We're going to stop it there for now. And we're going to pick it up either next week or maybe this weekend. Depending. Haven't really decided. But yeah. But thank you everyone for joining as per usual. It's been a pleasure. I think we'll be rating anyone soon. Yeah, be fine. Thank you for hanging out. And for all the lurks, I appreciate it as always. I mean, we could do. That's right. We'll save it for next time. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us, per usual, and I'll see you either in the weekend or tomorrow or stream. Yeah. Good luck.